Have you ever sat down with a cup of coffee and wondered where all your hard-earned money is going? I know many of us look at our monthly expenses and feel a mix of surprise and even a little frustration when we see that our income seems to vanish almost as soon as we receive it. It's something that I've thought about myself, especially after retirement, when every dollar counts more than ever. Today, I want to dive into a topic that touches each of us who have retired or are planning to retire: how retirees spend 80% of their income in just 5 major areas, and what that might mean for you. It's not about pointing fingers or feeling disheartened. It's about understanding our spending habits and finding ways to make our money work better for us. When we retire, we expect a change in lifestyle, a shift from the daily hustle of work to enjoying the fruits of our labor. Yet, many of us find that despite our best intentions, a large portion of our income ends up going to the same recurring expenses. One of the biggest areas where money flows out is housing. Whether you own your home or are paying rent, housing costs can consume a significant part of your monthly budget. I remember a friend who spent a huge chunk of his income on maintenance and utilities because his home wasn't as energy efficient as it could be. Small things like outdated insulation or old windows can drive up your bills without you even realizing it. It makes you wonder, are there simple fixes that could save you money in the long run? And if so, have you taken the time to explore those options? Whether it's investing in a few home improvements or simply shopping around for better service rates, taking control of your housing expenses is key to keeping more of what you earn. Another area where many retirees find themselves spending heavily is healthcare. As we grow older, it's natural that our medical needs change, and sometimes these needs come with a hefty price tag. I've heard countless stories, friends, family members, even acquaintances, talk about the unexpected costs of medications, doctor visits, and even routine checkups that seem to be more expensive with each passing year. It's not just about emergencies, it's the everyday costs that slowly add up. And while quality healthcare is essential, it's equally important to manage these expenses so they don't overwhelm your budget. Have you ever considered comparing different insurance plans or seeking out community programs that offer affordable services? Sometimes, just being informed about your options can make a world of difference. Knowing that you're not alone in facing these challenges can also bring a sense of comfort and clarity as you plan for the future. Food is another significant expense that might surprise you. Many of us enjoy the simple pleasure of preparing and sharing meals, whether alone or with loved ones. But with rising grocery prices and the temptation of eating out, it's easy to see a substantial portion of our income disappearing at the end of the month. I recall a conversation with a neighbor who decided to start planning her meals ahead of time and even began growing some of her own vegetables. Not only did this reduce her food expenses, but it also became a rewarding hobby that brought her joy and a sense of accomplishment. It's interesting to think about how small changes in our eating habits can lead to both financial and personal benefits. What if taking a little time each week to plan meals or shop smartly could help you save a bit more? It's a reminder that sometimes the solutions are closer than we think. Then there's transportation, a topic that can be as personal as it is practical. For many retirees, driving has always been a symbol of independence, a way to maintain freedom and spontaneity. But with that freedom comes expenses that can accumulate over time. From fuel and maintenance to insurance and occasional repairs, transportation costs often take up more of our budget than we might realize. I know several friends who have started exploring alternative options, like carpooling with neighbors or using local shuttle services, to cut down on costs while still enjoying the independence that comes with getting around. It's about finding a balance, ensuring that you have the means to go where you want without letting those expenses restrict your choices. Have you ever wondered if there's a smarter, more economical way to meet your transportation needs while preserving your cherished independence? Finally, while it might seem surprising, leisure and entertainment also claim a fair share of our income. After years of hard work, many of us look forward to enjoying our retirement by indulging in hobbies, traveling, or simply spending quality time with family and friends. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. After all, these experiences enrich our lives. However, when leisure spending isn't kept in check, it can easily balloon into an expense that eats away at your overall financial stability. I've seen retirees who, while enjoying every moment of their golden years, later wish they had budgeted a bit more carefully for those spontaneous trips or special events. It's all about striking that delicate balance between enjoying life and planning wisely for the future. As we consider these 5 areas, housing, healthcare, food, transportation, and leisure, it becomes clear that understanding where our money goes is the first step in taking control of our financial well-being. The statistics might seem daunting at first, but they also offer us a valuable insight. There are common challenges that many retirees face, and there are strategies we can use to address them. Have you ever taken a close look at your own spending to see how it compares? It might be eye-opening to realize that simple adjustments could lead to significant savings, giving you more freedom and flexibility in your retirement years. I believe that every retiree deserves to live comfortably and confidently, knowing that they are managing their resources wisely. It's not about cutting out all the pleasures of life. Rather, it's about making sure that every dollar is spent in a way that supports your goals and enriches your everyday living. Whether you're just starting to navigate retirement or have been living it for some time, the journey to financial empowerment is a continuous one, filled with opportunities to learn, adapt, and thrive. So, as we sit here and reflect on these realities, I invite you to consider your own financial habits and the areas where you spend most of your income. What small changes can you make today that might free up more resources for the things that truly matter? It's a conversation that is both practical and deeply personal, one that encourages us all to be mindful of our choices and proactive in planning for a secure, joyful future. Now that we've explored the first few areas where retirees spend their income, take a moment to let these ideas sink in. Think about your own situation and how these insights might apply to you. With a little awareness and a few smart adjustments, you can create a retirement that not only meets your needs but also allows you to enjoy life to the fullest. Continuing from the thought of understanding where our money goes, it's comforting to know that there are real, practical ways to take control. Let's chat a bit more about those areas and explore some strategies that have worked for others just like you. Think about your own home for a moment. Many of us find that housing expenses, whether they come from maintenance, utilities, or even mortgage payments, can really pinch the pocket. I once met a retiree who decided to invest a little in upgrading his home's energy efficiency, installing better insulation and switching to LED lighting. Not only did his utility bills drop, but he also found satisfaction in knowing that a small investment today could lead to long-term savings. It's a gentle reminder that sometimes, a few smart changes around the house can help you keep more of what you earn without sacrificing comfort or safety. Then there's the matter of healthcare. It's an area that can feel overwhelming, especially with the rising costs of medications and routine checkups. I remember a conversation with a lady who had recently taken the time to review her health insurance options. She discovered community programs and discount plans that she hadn't known existed before. By taking a proactive approach, she managed to cut her out-of-pocket expenses significantly. It was inspiring to see how, by simply spending a bit of time researching and asking the right questions, she transformed what once seemed like a relentless drain on her income into a more manageable part of her budget. It goes to show that being informed can make a huge difference. Food is another category where many of us might be spending more than necessary without even realizing it. Consider the joy of cooking a meal from scratch. There's not only the satisfaction of a home-cooked dish, but also the potential to save money when you plan carefully. I know a few retirees who have turned meal planning into a fun, weekly ritual. They shop together, share recipes, and even sometimes grow a few vegetables in a small garden or on their balcony. This not only lowers their grocery bills, but also adds a sense of purpose and creativity to their daily routine. When you start thinking of food as both nourishment and a way to bond with others, the act of saving money becomes part of a larger, fulfilling lifestyle. Transportation costs can be another sneaky expense that eats away at your monthly income. Many of us are attached to the idea of driving because it symbolizes independence. Yet, the cost of fuel, regular maintenance, and insurance can add up faster than expected. Some retirees have found that organizing rides with neighbors or even exploring local shuttle services can be a smart alternative. It's all about finding the balance between preserving your freedom and managing expenses effectively. I recall a gentleman who, after retiring, started coordinating a weekly carpool with a few friends. Not only did this help everyone save money, but it also turned into a cherished social activity where they could catch up on life while sharing the drive. And then, there's leisure, a category that brings the brightest spark into our retirement but can also become a surprising drain if not carefully budgeted. Leisure time is where we invest in experiences, whether it's a long-awaited trip, a concert, or simply an evening out with family. The key here is to be mindful. I once heard about a couple who loved to travel. They decided to set aside a small amount each month specifically for their adventures. By doing this, they managed to avoid the stress of overspending when the time came to book a vacation. They learned that a bit of planning could ensure that leisure remains a source of joy rather than a financial burden. It's remarkable how these everyday expenses, when looked at closely, are not just numbers on a page. They are reflections of the life we live, our habits, our priorities, and our dreams. And the beauty is that with a little insight and some proactive adjustments, you can make a real difference. Imagine the freedom of knowing that you're spending wisely, that you have a clear picture of your finances, and that you're not letting a few big expenses dictate the quality of your retirement. You might find that the process of reviewing your monthly expenses becomes an enlightening journey. Take a moment to sit down with your bank statements or a budgeting app. Sometimes, you'll be surprised to see patterns that you hadn't noticed before. Perhaps you'll find that your utility bills spike during certain months, or that there's a recurring subscription that no longer serves you. This isn't about cutting out all the pleasures in life, it's about being in tune with where your money is going and making adjustments that allow you to enjoy your retirement without worry. There's a wonderful sense of empowerment in knowing that you can take steps to improve your financial situation, no matter your age. It might be as simple as setting up automatic savings for that special trip you've been dreaming about, or as detailed as rethinking your insurance plans to see if there's a better deal out there. These actions are not just about saving money, they're about reclaiming control over your life. It's about knowing that you have the wisdom and experience to make smart decisions that honor both your present needs and your future dreams. As you consider these ideas, think about the ripple effects they might have on your overall well-being. Reducing financial stress can have profound impacts on your physical and mental health. When you're not constantly worried about how every dollar is spent, you can enjoy your days with a lighter heart and a more relaxed mind. I've seen it firsthand. People who take the time to manage their finances well often report feeling more secure, more content, and even more vibrant in their day-to-day lives. So, whether it's rethinking how you handle your housing expenses, taking a closer look at your healthcare costs, planning meals more mindfully, finding clever ways to manage transportation, or setting aside funds for leisure, remember that every small step counts. These aren't just financial adjustments, they're part of a broader commitment to living a fulfilling, worry-free retirement. And it's a journey that each of us can take at our own pace, with plenty of support and shared wisdom along the way. As you reflect on these strategies and consider how they might fit into your life, imagine the possibilities of a retirement where your money serves you, rather than the other way around. Picture a future where each expense is a conscious choice, a choice that brings you closer to the lifestyle you desire. It's a future that's well within your reach, one decision at a time. Now, let's wrap up this conversation by reflecting on what these spending areas mean for your life and your future. As we've seen, understanding where our money goes is not just about crunching numbers, it's about taking control of our retirement and making sure every dollar contributes to the life we want to live. You've heard about how housing, healthcare, food, transportation, and leisure each play a big part in our budgets, and it's clear that these aren't isolated expenses. They all interconnect to shape our everyday experiences, our comfort, and our ability to enjoy our golden years without unnecessary worry. Imagine sitting down at the end of a busy day knowing that you've managed your money in a way that supports your dreams. Whether it's upgrading your home to be more energy efficient or simply finding a way to make your grocery shopping more deliberate, every little adjustment creates room for both financial stability and a more enriching lifestyle. It's like piecing together a puzzle where every piece has a purpose, contributing to a fuller, more secure picture of retirement. And the beauty of it is, these strategies don't require a complete overhaul of your life. They're about the small, mindful choices you make day after day. I want you to think about the sense of empowerment that comes from managing these expenses effectively. When you take the time to review your monthly bills, when you learn about new ways to save on healthcare, or when you explore cost-effective options for transportation, you're not just saving money, you're investing in yourself. This is your life, your hard-earned retirement, and it deserves careful attention. There's a profound satisfaction in knowing that you're not letting expenses dictate your lifestyle, but instead, you're setting the stage for a future filled with choices that truly matter to you. Consider the ripple effect of these financial decisions. Lowering your expenses in one area might free up funds to enjoy experiences you love. Maybe it's that long-awaited family vacation, a workshop to learn a new hobby, or simply the peace of mind that comes with a secure budget. When you manage your money wisely, you are reducing the stress that financial uncertainty can bring, and that peace of mind is invaluable. It allows you to focus on what truly matters, spending quality time with loved ones, pursuing passions, and savoring each moment of your retirement. I know that sometimes it can feel overwhelming to assess your spending habits, especially when the numbers don't always seem to add up in your favor. But remember, this isn't about cutting out all the pleasures of life. It's about being intentional. It's about making sure that every expense is a choice, a conscious decision that reflects your priorities and supports your long-term goals. When you start viewing your monthly spending as a series of opportunities rather than burdens, you'll notice a shift in your outlook. You become more proactive, more in tune with what you truly need, and more confident in your ability to shape a comfortable retirement. And here's something to hold on to: you are not alone in this journey. Many retirees face similar challenges, and there is a wealth of knowledge and experience out there that can help guide you. Whether it's through community groups, financial workshops, or simply chatting with a friend who's been through it all, sharing ideas and strategies can be incredibly uplifting. Each conversation, each shared tip, is a step toward a more empowered and secure future. It's a reminder that we're all in this together, learning and adapting as we go. As you think about these ideas, consider taking a moment to review your own spending. What small changes could you make that might free up a bit more of your income for the things that truly light up your life? Perhaps it's negotiating a better rate on your utility bills, exploring new healthcare options, or even trying out a more efficient way to handle your grocery shopping. These actions, however small, accumulate over time and can lead to a more balanced, stress-free lifestyle. The key is to start with one area that feels manageable, take action, and then gradually expand your efforts. With every step, you're building a stronger foundation for your financial independence. As we close this discussion, I want you to feel a renewed sense of possibility about your retirement. Managing your expenses isn't just about tightening the belt, it's about creating space for the experiences, joys, and opportunities that make life so rich. It's about ensuring that your hard-earned income is working for you, rather than against you, so that you can live each day with confidence and enthusiasm. I hope that these insights have given you a fresh perspective on how retirees typically spend their income and, more importantly, have sparked some ideas on how you can optimize your own financial journey. Every decision you make today is a building block for a more secure tomorrow. So take a deep breath, gather your thoughts, and consider which small change you could make right now that would pave the way for greater freedom and fulfillment in your retirement. Thank you for spending this time with me and for taking a thoughtful look at the financial aspects of our lives. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments. What strategies have you tried, and what's worked for you? If you found these ideas helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more conversations that empower us all to live our best lives at every stage. Here's to making every dollar count and to a retirement filled with joy, security, and endless opportunities.